but most of the people who are creating are people who have to decide, or at the very, I wouldn't say just creating, I would say also sharing, are the people who decide that there is something important in their life that is worthy of others being an audience to it. And so that requires a sense of ego. And I think the person who did the video summed it up well in terms of a misunderstanding of humility, which is that what most people are doing, that humility is also associated to actually a dismissal of greatness. Like it's like, oh, like it's like I saw something where when you do a good job and somebody's like, oh, this is really great, and you're like, oh, it's nothing or whatever, that's not humility, that's devaluing your thing.
That's not humbleness?
That's not necessarily humility, because especially if you internally believe it was great, if anything, you're trying to make it not a big deal or anything like that to
help not make them feel.
I think it's sometimes, I think that's how our culture kind of sets it up. You know, Crystal's really interesting because anytime you tell her how good something is, she says thank you.
Yeah.
I worked really hard on this.
Yeah.
And that's how I know she's gonna be famous.
Yeah.
Because that's what Lady Gaga is saying. That's what, because they believe, and so they're considering it, because the humility is saying thank you, not I know. It's like appreciating somebody else seeing the value of your work. That's the sense of humility, understanding that somebody else's thoughts to your work is valuable. Appreciating, to again, the gift that you've been given, or all those things like that. There's a sense of humility, recognizing that what you're able to offer doesn't make you better, but it does make you good at something.
Yeah.
And so I do think there's like I think the relationship we have to the words, we always associate ego to a high inflation of it, like a high, like somebody who thinks they're above, and we associate humility to somebody who thinks they're below. But neither of them mean that.
Yeah.
Ego is both of them are internal, not how other people are perceiving you. But we only use the words in terms of, oh, this man's humble, or you telling somebody I'm humble, right? Or same with this guy has an ego, where it's somebody is acknowledging how you're moving versus how those words mean internally. And ego is necessary because you need to have a sense of importance in your life to even survive.
Yeah.
And then humility is necessary so you know that you can. It helps you to have gratitude
towards things. Yeah.
So.
Quiet storms dwelling on what you're not. I'll help you find a way out, easily swayed. You're not cautious enough. Who made you this way? Traveling inside your confine, traffic in your heart and your mind. The spirit of your memories gone blind. There's answers in your body entwined.